functional time preposition, though, has a little bit of a different meaning than in as a basic time preposition. In as a functional time preposition means... Hello there guys, how are you going? I'm Catalin, welcome to my channel. Today's video is our second video in our preposition series. In our first video, I talked to you guys about what prepositions are and what they do, and I also introduced you to our first group of prepositions, prepositions of direction. In today's video, we're going to be moving on and looking at prepositions of time. Quickly reminding you guys what prepositions are. Prepositions are words in English that tell us about the relationship between two things. They can tell us about the direction, time, place, location, or position of those two things. Prepositions also normally come before a noun or pronoun in a sentence. As I've said, the specific prepositions that we're looking at today are prepositions of time. In English, our prepositions of time tell us when something happens. They would tell us, as you would guess, about time. And we actually have two different types of time prepositions. We have our basic time prepositions and our functional time prepositions. We're first going to look at our basic ones. These are the ones that we use most often in English, so at, in, and on. And we have some very specific rules that tell us how to use these. At, used as a preposition of time, is used for specific times, so things like clock times, at 8 o'clock, at 9 o'clock, at 10 o'clock. We also use it for specific times of day, like at noon, at midnight, or at midday. We also use at when we're talking about night, at night. And we finally use it for holidays. So you would say at Christmas time or at Thanksgiving. Now, some common mistakes that I've seen people make with at as a preposition of time is using at for the morning or for the evening. You can't say at the morning or at the evening because these aren't specific times of day. They're parts of the day. The morning could be anywhere from 5 a.m. to 8 a.m. maybe. That entire part of the day is the morning. It's not an exact time. You can say at noon or at midnight because these are specific times. Noon is 12 o'clock in the middle of the day, and midnight is 12 o'clock in the middle of the night. You might be thinking then, what about at night? Night isn't a specific time of day, and you would be right, but we do say at night. And that's just an exception. English is full of exceptions, so you just have to get used to them. Moving on to our next basic preposition of time, in. Now this is the one that we use for parts of the day. So you would say in the morning, in the evening, and in the afternoon. You wouldn't use at for those. We also use in for months. We're in November, and we use it for years, and we also use it for seasons. I often get sick in winter. Finally, we have on. We use on for weekdays and weekends, so you would say on Monday and on Sunday. We also use it for dates. Christmas is on the 25th of December. And finally, we also use it for holidays, on Christmas Day. You might remember that I also said we use at for holidays. So saying at a holiday and on a holiday have two different meanings. Saying at a holiday means all of the time around the holiday. Maybe if we were talking about Christmas and I said at Christmas. This means the Christmas day and also the time leading up to Christmas. So maybe the first part of the month of December. I could say, at Christmas, we spend time with our friends and family. But on Christmas means specifically Christmas Day, the 25th of December, only that day. I would say, on Christmas Day, we give gifts to people. Our second type of time preposition are our functional time prepositions. These time prepositions tell us about the relationship between two events in time. For example, if one event happened before the other. Our functional time prepositions in English are before. Before bed, I brush my teeth. There's also from one time to another time, or from one time until another time. Both of these have a very similar meaning, meaning that one event starts at a particular time and then ends at another. For example, I sleep from 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. or I sleep from 10 p.m. until 6 a.m. These two structures have a very similar meaning, but there is a slight difference. The structure from to should normally be followed by a noun after to, because to is a preposition. So we normally use this structure with clock times. So you might say, he works from 9 to 5. However, for from until, we don't have to follow that with a noun. This one is a little bit more flexible. We can actually follow it with a clause. For example, he worked from the crack of dawn until the sun set behind the hills. Our other functional time prepositions are for, meaning an amount of time. He slept for 8 hours. During, meaning within a period of time. During the night, sometimes I get up for a snack. By, meaning before a point in time. I always get up by 6 a.m. After, meaning later than. After I wake up, I eat breakfast. And finally, in. In as a functional time preposition, though, has a little bit of a different meaning than in as a basic time preposition. In as a functional time preposition means within an amount of time. For example, I eat breakfast in 5 minutes. And those are all of our time prepositions in English. I have created a flashcard deck for you guys, so if you would like to practice these, I've left that down in the description box below. Tell me in the comments if you find that helpful. But that is the end of our lesson on time prepositions. I think that we learned a lot about them today, and you should feel a lot more confident using them in English. To test yourself, you can, in the comments down below, create 3 sentences using our 3 basic time prepositions and a couple of other sentences using our functional time prepositions. I'd be more than happy to check those and give you guys some feedback. Anyway, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed it. And feel free to contact me to ask questions or suggest a video on my social media. Have a lovely day, guys. I'll see you later. Bye!